I understand you're going to start your student teaching soon.
Yes, I start in the fall of 2014.
Okay. Where are you hoping to be placed?
Well, I kind of have it worked out that I can student teach in Webster City, where I'm from.
Oh.
And that was not my original plan, but because I've done so much work in that classroom, and the teacher has very much like preferred my help and everything, she's wanting to request me, which I'm perfectly okay with, because then I can live at home and be rent-free for half a month or half a semester. And then the other half of the semester, I'm going to go to Kansas City, hopefully, and do my math student teaching, because that's where I eventually want to move. If I don't live in Iowa, that's where I want to live, is the Kansas City area.
You mentioned that Webster City was your initial preference. Where would you have preferred to be placed? Is it Kansas City?
I would do a study abroad program.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
that would
ma'am.
be very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then you mentioned that you are, in fact, going to Kansas City. Are you looking for inner city school, or are you looking for a small rural school?
To be quite honest, it doesn't really matter which school that I get into. Any experience would be great. I would say that I would love to be in some sort of Catholic or inner city school, which sounds completely like some people would just want to do public school, but I would actually just love to do either a inner city school or a Catholic, because that's kind of what I would want to do. So.
You mean as a teacher, that's where you would like to be at?
Yes.
Okay. Some people are afraid to go to an inner city school. Why aren't you?
I have done church mission trips in like inner city places. I went to Anderson, Indiana, and worked with students who just kind of have rougher home lives and stuff. And I've also worked at a recreation center where their parents or their students' parents don't pay enough attention to them. So I have a lot of experience with these kids, and I've learned to love the experience that I have. So I find that if I can help them and make a difference, that's kind of what I want to do while I teach.
That's awesome. That's good. What concerns do you have about being placed in your hometown of Webster City?
I am concerned about just the people that are around me, I think. I will like the school, I believe, because of the people that I work with. And the students, I know the students, and I will enjoy them. But I think that just going back home is always an issue for me, but I will just have to deal with.
Very good. What do you anticipate to be the most difficult part of student teaching?
The most difficult part about student teaching is going to be moving on. I think that I'll do my 8 weeks and I won't want to leave. I think that I'll also get distracted with other things while student teaching and maybe forget about the assignments or the student teaching assignments that we have, which I'm not even sure about at the moment. But I'm sure that I will find other things that I would like.
And what are your concerns about teaching away from home?
My concerns that I guess I'm mostly finding a part-time job. I know that a lot of people don't get part-time jobs while student teaching, but I feel like I would want to waitress on the weekends. I know it's not involved in teaching, but I'm not too concerned about the teaching part in a new school. I'm just concerned about money.
Which leads me to, what would you do to prepare for student teaching, since you're not doing it till the fall?
The way that I'm preparing is just pulling all my classes together and organizing all of my methods classes, all of my special education classes, looking at all my practicum notes and all the advice from teachers that I have gotten, reflect on my own teaching experiences and what kind of teacher I want to be, and that's what I'm really going to focus on in the future in order to better prepare myself and work on the things I need to work on while student teaching. That way I know what questions to ask and what things to do and what things to practice.
Very good.